There was much excitement in store as we headed east from Toronto with our first stop in the nation's capital, Ottawa. Our research found that Highway 7, up here, was way more scenic than Highway 401, down here. I'd say the scenery was okay, but nothing to write home about. Also, Highway 7 is mostly just 2 lanes with not a ton of passing lanes, so if you happen to take this drive at some point, Highway 401 will probably save you some time. We opted for the West End by Marriott, which was right in the middle of the downtown area, providing just a short walk to many points of interest, including Parliament Hill, the Rideau Canal, Byward Market, and many parks and public exhibits. Terrific views from our room, too. The parking can be a bit hectic in these downtown area hotels, especially with a toddler, but we think it's worth it to be so close to so many things. There were a lot of construction closures around the area, but we made the most of it. And never pass up an opportunity to play in the grass.
The Byward Market has a terrific vibe and is a great place to hang out in the afternoon or evening. It has lots of great restaurants, shops, public art displays, and historical landmarks to check out. The morning farmers market is equally fresh as it is beautiful. As we wandered past the Rideau Canal in the center of town, we were lucky enough to catch operators letting boats through its 8 locks into the Ottawa River. The canal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Construction dates back more than 200 years following the War of 1812 and the military's need to get supplies from Montreal to nearby Kingston. It eventually became used commercially, although now it is more of a novelty. It was very fun to watch.
As you can see on the map, the Greater Montreal area is pretty expansive, but the majority of the action seems to be here in Old Montreal and downtown. We opted to stay in Old Montreal because of that proximity and ended up booking a room at the Embassy Suites. The hotel was in need of some TLC, but it comes with all of the usual Embassy Suites perks, plenty of space for kiddos, and some great views of the city.
Montreal has a great aura to it, and while the metropolitan area has a bit of everything from historical districts to modern contemporary areas, Old Montreal appears to capture a bulk of the tourism activity with its historical buildings and landmarks, dining, shopping, and waterfront feature. It's easy to get lost in the narrow streets just wandering through a place easily mistaken for Europe. Out for an afternoon stroll, we stumbled upon what appeared to be some filmmaking in progress. Super cool.
Montreal also has quite the impressive restaurant scene. If you've ever seen the movie titled The Score, this building was the location setting of the big heist.
Speaking of all these movies, Chalet du Mont-Royal is featured in the scene from Matthew Perry's movie The Whole Nine Yards. The views from the city are spectacular, even in the rain, and we could have spent the entire day exploring Mount Royal Park. Don't miss this one.
Old Quebec City, which features most of the local sites and attractions, is located here, but the hotels can be quite pricey. We opted for the St. Roch neighborhood here. It didn't have quite the same aesthetic appeal as Old Quebec City, but we stayed in a lovely Airbnb that worked great for us.
Montmorency Falls is about a 15-minute drive north of Old Quebec City and is free to the public. It has both an upper and lower park, so check out both. Take the stairs that connect the two if you have eaten too much poutine on your vacation.